Welcome everybody to another ranking video.
Whoa, here we go.
This is
Let's
our
do it.
first ranking insert Survivor season here video. Previously we did, to cue this up, we did videos ranking all the first 16 seasons and 16 winners and tier lists, going through each of them in depth. And they're here. So now, from now on, we'll have a video where we'll add the latest season in, the latest winner in, and then rank the casts in a collaborative tier list. All right. If you're new to the channel, we're ranking it as I've someone who's seen all the seasons. Alec has only seen up until this point, so fresh perspective there.
Right.
All right, now going into the season, I give a prediction video where I predicted the QD of the season, favorite player of the season, and the pre-jury gem awards, which I'm 3 for 3 on. I also tried to predict where in the tier list you would put it, both the season and the winner. So we're going to see how far off I was there. Now talk me through, this is your tier list here. I'll do mine second.
Yeah.
So I don't have to influence too much.
So let me just say, for starters, we're going to bump China up above the Amazon in A.
Okay. Absolutely. All right.
I think that's the only. I think that's the only. I think that's the only change I want to make. As I'm looking through the rest of these. Yeah, I think so.
I'm writing down exactly where I predicted. I checked the tapes.
Okay. Check the tapes. Okay. I'm thinking right now. So it's hovering in C territory for me.
Okay.
Marquesas is one of those ones where it's just like I feel like that one's the most to do for a rewatch. I think we say that about that in Africa. That for me is definitely the case.
Yeah, all the first 4, especially the ones we didn't react to each episode and all that. So you're all binged.
Yeah. Because I feel like there's a lot about Marquesas I probably don't appreciate, but yeah, this is kind of landing in certain territory. So like
stuff I don't want to influence you, but
yeah,
I want to talk it through though.
Right. I'm trying to see my way. See, because it was a mess, and if we look at like Fiji, for example, just looking back through, if Earl, this dominant win, 9-0. Fiji has all the Yao Man stuff. Fiji also has the twists. Fiji has got a blind side. I would say that there's probably more overall like moments that I think of and I remember. But I mean, obviously this is fresh, so it's hard to like to judge that because there's a lot of moments we just finished the review, a lot of moments fresh at mind in terms of what we did, in terms of what we talked about. But that was like a very strategy centric season through tons of it. Maybe not the early goings, but I think I'm gonna put this just above Guatemala.
Whoa! Wow. Okay.
I think I'm thinking there. Guatemala and Palau are like those are like the two. Those are like the one and then the other. They were sort of the sequel series. There's a lot of frustrating elements of those, but I don't know. I'm thinking. Still thinking. Still ruminating over that. Yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna put it. Yeah.
Final answer?
I think that's my final answer.
All right. So that puts it at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th out of 17. Harsh. I said top of B tier, 7th.
Really? Okay, interesting.
Damn. I was so torn on where to predict originally. I was conflicted on it. Then I was optimistic. I was optimistic in the review. I was like, maybe it'll get up there. I could see it in B tier.
Yeah, I
When
think
you threw it to the wolves in C tier, really
I did.
brutal.
I did. Well, we'll see. Well, again, much like other things, we'll see because I it might grow on me as I kind of continue to think about like previous seasons and where it sort of stacks up because the mess was a lot of fun. I will say that. And some of these other seasons, like for all they had going for it, I don't think of the whole thing being having the same sort of plateaued entertainment. So
Well, I could see Marquesas, Cook Islands, Borneo, Panama all being above it, but I just can't see Fiji and All Stars being above it. But that's just me. I'm a goss. All right.
Well, it's just that All Stars. I know All Stars has issues of which we've discussed at length, and like not the greatest winner, but like overall the result of that season still ended up being kind of weirdly magical, even though it's not like it's not amazing in terms of Survivor, but like it kind of is at the same time. I don't know. It's that's such a complicated season in a lot of ways.
All right.
Yeah, and then Fiji's just got Yao Man. Fiji's got my boy Yao Man.
Micronesia, yeah, man, too.
It's true. Yeah.
All right.
But
Well, let's see mine. Let's see my ranking. This is what mine is currently. My instinct is right here. That's my instinct. Top,
really
bottom of A tier.
Fascinating. So you do genuinely really like the season quite a bit then.
Yeah, I love the season. I've gone down on it a bit. When I did my prediction video, I said I often see this as like a top 5 season for me. Like I love this
wow.
season.
That's
But
wild.
I'd only watched it once at that point, so it was only a couple of years ago. Upon a rewatch, I don't find it as highly. Even now, I'm like struggling whether to put it A tier or B tier. Like I'm between somewhere in that range. I think it's certainly better than everything in C tier. Better than Borneo, probably. Marquesas, probably. And then Cook Islands is where I'm kind of torn. That's where I start getting torn. But I think with the twists and everything with Cook Islands, there's nothing egregious like that in Gabon.
Yeah,
almost
that's
nothing.
true.
Yeah, we had like no negative twist thing to.
No, yeah, I think the only thing you could probably consider would just be some of the flips. The tribe switching ended up being more advantageous for other people, but
yeah, but
it actually it was funny because I think it was originally advantageous for one group, and then it ended up being Ken and Crystal kind of turned it to make it their particular advantage. They turned the twist in their favor. So so.
But I'm like when I made my prediction video, I was probably thinking it would be like that. That's how I loved the mess.
Yeah.
But it's gone down a little bit. It's definitely. I don't think it's above China for me. And then the Panama Vanuatu range is where it's tough. It could go above or below both of those. But I think safe to say right here in A tier for now. I think it's a little more interesting than the Amazon, because it just has more entertaining characters and entertaining moments to me. In general, the cast is more solid to me.
Yeah,
so that's where I have it. I have it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 out of the current 17 is a far cry from when I said it's a top 5 season, having watched 47 seasons before.
Right. That is a far cry for that. Yeah.
It's gone down quite a bit.
This might be one of our bigger discrepancies here too, which is interesting because like I don't have anything overly negative to say about it. I feel like I'm just trying to temper, maybe in some attempts to temper like how I generally feel about it. Like I don't want to, because like there's stuff about it that I'm not like the fact that it is like this feels like weirdly like a throwback season where there's not a lot of strategy going on and there's bungled moments constantly. So like as a Survivor season, I think of it not maybe as the most satisfying, even though there aren't twists to ruin everything. But as a product, as a piece of entertainment, it's way up there. So I might have to revisit that next time we come on, to maybe sort of to see if I can reconcile how I, those sort of sentiments.
So we were talking about it. I had hope. I was like, "Ooh, this could be beachier. It could be right in there."
Yeah, you could.
But there you go. There's mine, and here's
you've been had. You've been had.
Absolutely. This is crazy. It's 13 out of 17. Yeah. Damn. All right.
But I don't hate it. I'll give it that.
All right, the winner ranking. Here we are.
Mm-hmm.
This is currently how you have things. Todd, Tom, Yule, Parvati in S tier. Earl, Richard, and Brian in A. Chris in B. Sandra, Vesepia, Tina in C. Aris, Ethan, Danny, Amber, Jenna.
Yeah.
That's the cadence. Hold on, let me write down my prediction for Bob. Now, where are you eyeing up? What region of this tier list?
Bob feels very C to me. Again, with Marquesas not being fresh, it's like Vesepia is just kind of there. It's just like, yep. I think I'm gonna put Bob just below. Take a good look at Tina, Bob, because you're just above her.
Okay. I think you're insane, but
see how that looks. Me. Let's see how that looks. Let's see how it looks. The more I look at it, the more I don't like it.
I don't like it.
The more I look at it, the more Bob feels like he really belongs in D. Bob's in D, and I think I'm gonna put him just above Danny.
Aris, Ethan, Bob, Danny, Amber, Jenna.
I think so. That looks more appropriate because like Bob had some moments, but the idol being really the moment, but he coasted. He was not an integral part early on, and he, like, if this was Sugar, for example, Sugar would be a lot higher. I'll just tell you that right now. I don't think she'd be like drastically high. I don't think she'd be drastically. She'd probably be in C or B, but like, yeah, this looks about right to me.
Final answer.
That's my final answer.
That puts him at 14 out of 17. Here's my prediction. Top of F tier, 15 out of 17.
Oh, you put him on top of F tier.
Because I think that's where I would put him, personally.
Yeah, yes, not too far off. Not too far off.
I'm literally one off. 15 on the number.
Yeah.
All right. So for mine, this is what mine looks like. I have Tom, Todd, Yule, Earl, an S. I have Parvati, Richard, Brian, Chris in A, Tina in B, Sandra and Vesepia in C, Aris, Ethan, Danny, Amber, Jenna. We're gonna have to change up that cadence though at the end.
Yeah, I know. We have a split here.
I do think he's the top of F tier. I think
okay.
He's pretty ass. I think Ken called it. He's pretty ass. But the problem is that he was so much he was on the bottom rung of his initial tribe so much that they didn't even want to include him in the alliance. They kicked him out for Randy, and then they only worked with him when it was like he was just left there, and he was the last leftover there.
And he was a challenge beast at the end, Zach. He's a challenge beast.
He would have gone home at any time he lost the challenge, and then he only won.
Which is, by the way, very unlike Tom. I think Tom, the only reason maybe Tom would have maybe gone home if he had lost the challenge. lost immunity because he was such a threat.
Right.
But Bob would have gone home, just not that he was a threat, just because no one wanted him.
Here's the thing. I've heard someone say this before, and it might be true. Bob only won he kind of only won because Sugar's father passed away before the season.
That's yeah,
because she just randomly decided he was like a father figure to him, and he was like, "I'll take it." And she made it a tie and got him in there when he was a dead man walking. He literally came back to the tribe, and Susie was rattling off about, "Oh man, I didn't expect to win that challenge." And all this. And he's like, he's annoyed because he's just sitting there on death row, and it's Sugar's just like, "Oh, but what if not though?" Because I kind of always, I envisioned you up there,
Yeah.
You're like a dad to me, and he's like, Maddie's like a brother to me, and it's really hard. But so it's like so many things had to just go a certain way for him to get there.
A lot of respect for Bob with the idol. That's about
Absolutely.
it. That's all that's the only thing. That's like the only thing that's like that, and like Challenge Beast keeping himself alive. That's kind of all that there is to him for the rest of the season. So that's kind of where he is. That's sort of where he's at. That's why he's even in D. Like he's definitely lower tier for sure. Like he's not an exciting winner whatsoever.
Yeah, I could see him being in D. I have a hard time seeing him above Danny though. I think this is like a hard cap for me. Like if he was in D, he would be the bottom of D at the most. So yeah, it's right here at 15 out of 17 Survivor winners. I mean, we were due for it. Like, can you look back at the streak that we just went on of amazing winners? We got Parvati, Todd, Earl, Yule, who were all in a row. And then there was Danny before,
and they were all pretty.
Aris before that. So
yeah, it was all pretty phenomenal winners right there.
So it's like a big stretch of like almost all like I think you had them all.
They're all really high, at least.
They're all really high.
Yeah.
So we have them all in S tier and then one in A tier for each of us. So like all that stretch of winners, And then Bob came in, boom, all the way down there. I mean, there's a reason you didn't hear from Bob because Bob didn't really have any strategic.
Bob had no strategy
for most of the game. Then he got a little crafty. He got crafty with the idols but then
he had a bone in mind though.
No. But and then even his craftiness, like it worked and it kind of didn't at the same time. Like, it worked.
That's true. Yeah.
He fooled Ken and Crystal into thinking he had the idol.
Mm-hmm.
But then they messed it up, and then Corinne went home anyway. And then things just happened to fall in place where he could last to the end.
And then
with the Randy,
Sugar's dad passed away.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was Randy. Like he did the fake idol thing, but didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the thing that got Sugar really. It's like just like my dad. My dad always used to prank people with
big pranks, big prank energy.
Yeah. There you go. There's the winners. There's my winner ranking here. I'm still torn actually on Parvati whether she should be an S. You have her an S, and then we both flip Ethan and Parvati in ours. I feel like she could be. I'm gonna put her in S right now. How about that?
All right, boom. How about that?
I think it's deserving.
I think you said Ethan. I think you meant Earl.
Earl, yes.
Earl and Parvati,
yeah.
Ethan's down there. Get down there.
All right, now it's time to rank the cast of Survivor Gabon.
Here it is. This is the moment right here.
This is the one this was already made on Tier Maker by someone random, and it's the same person who made the last one. So it's iconic, love, great, good, mad, dislike, hate.
Love it.
This is the season to hate. All right.
He's into hate. He loves the hate.
Let's go. I guess we'll just go in this random order they're in.
Okay, Sugar. Sugar's
iconic,
kind of
right?
kind of iconic. Yeah, totally iconic. I think she's the icon of the season, really.
Yeah, we kind of went into the cast a lot more in the review as well, so we won't go to as much here.
Yeah.
Usually we would save that for this. Didn't even think about it, but Sugar's a standout. She's a star. Did you see her in LA Noire? She's a star.
she's a star.
Susie. No, Susie. What's the first word you think of when you think of Susie?
Yeah.
Iconic. She's iconic.
She's kind of iconic. She's an iconic unbothered queen. It's true.
But that just also that happens to be the phrase they use as the top tier. I wouldn't necessarily put her as top tier of the cast.
No.
But she is iconic to me. I love her. I mean, I love her. I'm a big Susie fan. Where would you put Susie?
Think it probably more like good. Like, surprisingly for the archetype that's filled, she's got a lot more going for her than against her. But she's not like, she doesn't spark excitement. You know.
You could have to meet me in great then, because I love her.
Okay, fine. That's fine. Fine for me.
She's not entertaining at all, but I love her. Just so unbothered, you know.
Pretty much. She
Michelle,
says whatever's on her mind.
Michelle, remember Michelle ate that termite? That was pretty hot.
It was pretty hot. I think meh. I don't know anything about her.
But you don't dislike or hate her?
Not really. No,
you might have hated her
fine.
if they aired what she said in her final words. She's the only person that didn't show her final words here.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yes, and that was the joke we had. It's like, oh, it was
the most
too
vile
hot to air.
Things you've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like, geez, on this season they couldn't air
it. Yeah, the penis season.
Well, yeah, they didn't. They wanted to censor Michelle. They couldn't censor Marcus's schlong.
Yeah,
the priorities. Hate is a strong word, but
I think dislike is fine for her.
But again, I prefaced it last time when we say hate. If consider hate F tier. I don't know if I really hate anybody here, but if anybody falls there, all right, Kelly.
I mean, if there's somebody falling there, it might be her.
Kind of hate her.
I do kind of hate her,
and I mean that personally.
And I mean that, like, I would kill her if I met her in real life. Here we get GC next.
GC.
I mean, I don't know if we want to go into too much more detail about that.
I mean, Kelly was just not a good personality.
She was a hater, so she gets what she
kind of a bad personality, right?
She reaps what she sows.
GC, the golden child. Look at that smile. He delivered to us a couple of fun moments.
He did
the iconic boat ride out away from the challenge. GC.
That was pretty epic. That was iconic. If there was ever a moment.
He wasn't particularly compelling, though.
No,
he's usually. I
think he's kind of squarely in meh for me. I think kind of is a decent place.
Yeah, meh. Jillian. This is the one I remember looking up, like, I think in the first episode, and she had actually, like, been raised in Africa or something. She, like, grew up there, and it was kind of wild that she ended up...
That explains the accent, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's how we were looking it up, yeah. It was, like, with the origin of the accent.
South African accent.
Elephant dung, the old woman that sucked on the hill.
Yeah, I mean, she offered some pretty fun moments.
I remember when Maddie just constantly had a handful of her ass going up that hill.
Yeah, you did.
Just full ass, like, and it was like the challenge had finished, and he was still full ass pushing her up there. I was like, wow.
I mean, I don't know. She's still kind of meh to me, but
as a casting choice, I think she's probably brilliant. I mean, I like
as a casting choice. It is actually because bringing somebody back to, I mean, it's a different part of Africa, but it's like bringing someone back to the continent that they were raised on is an exciting-ish prospect, you know?
It was funny because she was so positive, and it was just grating Randy constantly.
Yeah.
In the first, not even 10 days. Then that was like 6 days that she was there.
That was some like straight up scout energy, even though she wasn't singing. At least I don't remember if she sang or not. I don't remember.
Yeah, not. That's Wanda from
No,
Star Palau. We never
Wanda.
got to play.
Well, I mean, Scout sang too, right?
Scout.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Scout. Yeah. Scout did
Yeah.
sing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good old Scout Lee. I'd say good. I'd be so bold to say.
You know what? She's fun enough for the brief period of time that she was there. She's good.
They don't cast a lot of that archetype. She's a unique mold.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Paloma. She had potential.
She did have potential, but didn't go anywhere apparently. You know?
But I don't dislike her. Don't hate her. Don't dislike her.
No. I think she'd be in kind of in meh.
I think she's good. She had some funny lines though. Like I forget what they were, but she had a certain way of talking. That was just
Paloma is sick of Ace. Oh, she was like one of the people that was like they hated Ace.
Right on the Ace bully train early on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think she's pretty good. I would put her bottom of good actually. But what do you think? You want meh? I'm being a little generous to the people that go out early, because
yeah.
As far as the casting, but...
I'd maybe put bottom of good or top of meh is good for me. I think.
All right, bottom of good. Ace hole. Look at that face.
Look at him. I kind of love Ace.
We love Ace. Wow.
We love Ace.
There's no way.
There's no way. Okay.
Ace has always just been good to me.
Okay.
You want to do great on Ace?
Yeah, we can meet in the middle with great. We put it below Susie.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the respect on Susie. Instantly iconic Crystal, the gold medalist herself. Come on.
Well, with a big old asterisk next to that. And by that I mean she's not there anymore
iconic?
as a winner.
Am I wrong?
Iconic.
Right
no,
there?
iconic, definitely. Definitely iconic, yeah.
Top of iconic? I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Choose my MVP for the season.
She's awesome.
There you go.
She's awesome. Yeah. Charlie got a bit done dirty.
Yeah, Charlie, the under edited Charlie. Charlie's like good meh, and like meh is like I wanted to see more from him, but it's just like the edit was just nothing, Can
we do top of meh?
Top of meh.
Seems really nice.
Yeah.
He's like really good, best of buds with Randy and Corinne. That was his thing in the reunion too.
Yeah,
he's
right.
Like the two mean guys.
Like the nicest person and with the two meanies.
Ken. See, we're a little torn on Ken because Ken's definitely not he's not the top for me.
No, he's not iconic. I'm in a love for Ken.
Okay.
I think, but
you would say love?
I think so.
But he's your favorite, and he's not the top.
I mean, here's the thing. It's like I would say that, but I'm bringing it down for you.
Okay. Well, I thought you said I would say love. That's what you said.
No, I mean, no. I think I was saying for the ranking. No, I mean for me it'd be iconic. Yeah, absolutely.
Love. All right, I'll give you love.
You give me love. That's nice. At least somebody will. Somebody will around here.
Marcus, get him the fuck out of here.
Marcus is like meh, dislike.
Dislike Marcus is a hot take, I guess.
Yeah,
I kind of do.
Yeah.
I don't dislike anyone. Again, it's it's like a D tier or whatever this is. It's meh or I think dislike because I just hate that casting is athletic white guy with little personality, not much, but above or below Michelle? Honestly,
below Michelle, I think.
Michelle.
Yeah, I think
gave us more. She gave us more. Marcus threw an idol away and knew Crystal's cousin.
Yeah.
So
there's that, I guess.
Randy. Oh boy, right. Randy.
Yeah, Randy.
What do you think?
Randy's iconic in a lot of ways, but I would not put him there. It's tough because in terms of like how he was in the season, I probably would have put him a lot higher had not been for like bits of the last episode he was on. Well, the last episode he was on before he was voted out because he was on the jury, and pretty great in there. But yeah, Randy's in good.
Good. Yeah.
It's a good territory, I think.
Like, he's a great casting choice for real, but for me personally, I'll put good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, where does he fall in the Jillian Paloma tier?
I mean, I'd put him at the top. Put him above those two. Come on. You got to do that at least.
But these two are so good. You know, the word good is synonymous with Jillian and Paloma.
Right.
And Bob.
Are we going to hate Bob?
Look at his little big ear Bob coming out.
Big ear Bob? Bob is like meh.
Wow, really? That's harsh.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's great casting. Bob's awesome.
Is he?
He's good.
So Bob as an outdoorsman was something that they didn't really go into, but like
Bob was the builder, though,
knowledgeable.
early on.
Yeah, Bob the builder. That's right. He was sort of an integral piece early on. He just wasn't like, he was just not a particularly charismatic person.
Yeah, but it's something refreshing about it. As alleged fondling aside.
Yes.
There's something refreshing about it. Like, he's such a weird casting choice from what they usually have.
Is he? Don't they normally have the old men? Maybe not pervy old men, but they usually
it's interesting because usually the old man is like voted out first. And they're just like the old man that was voted out first.
Right.
Or second, very early on, and Bob actually lasted the whole season. That's so weird because you never see that character fleshed out that much. Like you've seen it a couple times, but not quite this way.
Right.
And then he was just asleep the first half. I like his little craftiness, but I would say good for me. What do you say?
Yeah, I guess you can give him a little credit in terms of the like as a casting decision. Yeah, I think good works.
At the bottom, or you think you sandwich them?
Yeah, I think so. Sandwich the two, yeah.
Here comes Jackie, the good old Mackie Jackie, we call her. Putting the Mac on.
Jack. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's just
she's mad at the most.
Yeah, pretty much.
She had an impassioned plea on her way out. At the very least, she did that. She was like emotional, pleading with after Jackie. Maddie just went up and told her that they're voting you out.
Yeah, GC Kristen Ken waffle about Kelly. I think getting rid of Jackie is the best bet. Jackie pleads her case. Group is torn. Jackie's out. That's my notes. Yeah, I mean Jackie. I think. Yeah, it was like one of those ones where she just sort of like fell by the wayside. She may have had some potential in there, but not overly interesting.
Is it bottom of dislike?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Almost the two blondes paired with each other.
Right in hate. Yeah.
I kind of think Michelle is actually a meh comparison. Like she got voted out first, but she was interesting.
She does a memorable person. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Maddie.
Yeah, we got Maddie.
Maddie's good. Top of good for me.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good spot for her. I think that's where I have him too, honestly, in looking at this. Because he has a more interesting personality than the typical strong white guy. He has a much more interesting personality. than a lot of
It
those.
was funny when he would get fired up and he'd like
Yeah.
get real intense. And
He's
then,
very like camp counselor energy.
there's such an interesting voice to it. Some rasp.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Part of the iconic GIF. All right.
Yeah.
Here we got Dan. Rest in peace, Dan, the lawyer man.
Yeah. Dan the lawyer man. I mean, Dan was meh, honestly. Like,
I kind of loved his crazy eyes though, and how he was like kind of
yeah, I mean, I did too.
kind of
Remember when he
unhinged
just
at
started?
moments.
Remember when he just almost started stripping at tribal council
Yeah.
because to prove that he didn't have the idol? That was pretty epic.
Remember when he came back after the exile and he's saying so many sus things? Like,
Yeah.
really makes you second guess while you're out here and everything.
It's like, what are you talking about? Well, he was also looking. He was also looking like looking in the water for something that said that it was absolutely not in the water.
Mm-hmm. I want to put him atop of Matt, but I think maybe Charlie above him.
Yeah, I think I'd do the same.
At last. Oh, get to here. Last up is Corinne. Look at the smile on Corinne, huh? Nice girl.
Yeah, real nice.
Tough.
See, it's interesting because it's like it's tough because it's like as a casting choice, pretty great. As a personality, kind of hate.
Hey.
That's tough for me. Yeah. Where to put you?
Dang, man. And this is Chase. Chase is one of Chase's favorites, the Queen.
Yeah.
Corinne.
Yeah.
Notice how Corinne was the only one we didn't give the Queen moniker to out of the ladies that lasted long. You know.
Yeah.
Crystal's the Queen, Sugar's the Queen, Susie's Queen.
Yeah. Well, she just spews too much hate, you know.
Do we hate her?
Some queens, some ice queens can do that, but usually they're a little bit more chill about it.
Yeah.
They're not raging about it.
Should we hate her just for that?
We could be controversial.
I think she has to at least be meh, if not good.
Yeah.
If not,
I'd maybe put her in good, honestly. If I'm being honest, because she's still a solid addition to the cast.
But where in good? I'm fine with good, but on the scale of Maddie to Bob, this is our 5-star scale. It's Maddie, Randy, Jillian, Paloma, Bob. Where does she fall in there? Do we like Randy more?
Probably. Maybe. I don't know. That's tough to say.
Do we like Jillian and Paloma more?
They're really difficult because they're like they're out really early. So
let's put her next to Randy, shall we?
Let's put her next to Randy. I think that's how fitting. That seems fitting, right?
Yeah.
So.
All right. Are we content with this ranking of the cast?
I like this. I think this works.
We like this. Icons, Crystal and Sugar.
Yeah.
Love some Kenny. Great Susie and Ace. Good Maddie, Randy. Corinne, Jillian, Paloma, and Bob.
Good Bob.
Charlie, Dan, GC. Dislike, Michelle, Marcus, and Jackie.
Do you want to bring Michelle? Do you want to bring Michelle up to meh?
Let's bring Michelle up to meh, huh?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's give it to her.
And we hate Kelly, and we say it with that chest. I hope she's doing all right. I don't know any updates on Kelly.
Yeah.
Is she a good person? I don't know.
I don't know. We
tell me in the comments. Tell us in the comments. Is she a good person?
Yeah. I hope so.
Anybody you know Kelly?
Yeah, that'd be epic. We had Billy's sister out here. Yeah. I haven't heard from her in a bit, but
yeah, I see her tweeting
doing okay. Yeah,
but there you go.
Nice, cool.
Couple of icons in here for sure.
Yeah, big time.
And that's a wrap on Survivor Gabon. All right. It's been a fun time, a chaotic, messy, dramatic time.
Boy,
sloppy.
Has it been ever?
And so next up on the horizon, you'll see a prediction video from me on the next season. Survivor Tocantins predicts what Alec's favorite player will be, the pre-jury gem, cutie of the season, where it'll rank the season and the winner, right? So stay tuned for that, and that'll tee us up for the premiere of Survivor Tocantins. All right.
Fantastic.
Excited for it, as always.
Big time, yeah. Always new Survivors is always exciting.
Yeah.
Close the chapter and open a new one.
And we got a comprehensive look at the season tonight between the review and these rankings for sure. So I hope you enjoyed them. In the meantime, what video should they check out next?
Go watch the review we did for Survivor Fiji.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Check that out. And subscribe to the channel for more Survivor every week. Like the video, leave a comment letting us know your thoughts. How do you feel about our rankings? Who's rate this cast on this scale? Iconic to hate. Because I know some of them are flipped, Chase in particular, Randy and Corinne would be iconic. Maybe he hates Crystal and Ken. Wild.
Yeah.
And I know there are Randy and Corinne fans out there too. I don't know how many of you are here. Feel free to sound off.
Yeah, let us know. I mean, this is fun because it's like people can have just completely varying, and that will determine kind of how you feel about the season as a whole. But you feel very differently about different cast members. So,
and rank the season. Tell Alec how wrong he is, putting C tier so close to the bottom. Yeah. And the winner as well, Bob. All right. Thank you for watching.